flotilla of morons. Climate activist turned activist for whatever the current thing is, Greta Thunberg.
How dare you?
Is sailing to Gaza to try to break through the Israeli blockade. The gang goes to Gaza. She and her fellow passengers are bringing food and relief supplies to the Palestinians. And there is nothing more classic than the news coverage of the cruise with the description, activist Greta Thunberg and Game of Thrones actor sail to Gaza. Actors and activists. Actors becoming activists. Activists becoming actors. It's all the dumbest of dumb. We live in the dumbest times, like dangerous and terrible, but ever so dumb. And getting dumber. Greta's another one of those activist kids like David Hogg that we talked about a couple episodes ago. She was forged in the fires of high-intensity media scrutiny and was lauded and praised as a hero at the ripe old age of 17. People were making images of her as a saint. Do you guys remember this?
Oh, yeah.
The things we have memory hold, by the way. That's gotta warp you as an autistic child.
Yeah.
You're not only being praised by everyone globally, you are like literally pictures of her as a saint. And then you just start looking around at what else you can be doing or protesting to stay relevant when all of your predictions of the world ending in 5 years didn't come true. And the left lifts these people up and then leaves them behind, discards them. But now Greta's realized that the climate crisis is like so 2019. And so she switched to sailing for Palestine. Get out the keffiyeh and put on some Enya. Sail away, sail away, sail away. Is it just me, or is this a very elite form of protest? You're sailing to Gaza. Sailing.
I'm sailing! I'm sailing! I'm sailing! I'm sailing!
Guys, you know that they say BOAT stands for break off another 1,000. This is not a cheap hobby. All of her protests involve sailing. You know, I'm just going to put this out there. I think she just likes sailing.
I sail. I'm a sailor. I sail.
It's not every day you can be a white person sailing and get accolades for it either. Not since Christopher Columbus has a white person gotten so many accolades for sailing. But seriously, why is she always sailing? Initially, it was because it was like a zero carbon thing and she was sailing for the climate. But now she's sailing to Gaza. She's on a boat as much as Leonardo DiCaprio.
I think it's time you both get the fuck off my boat. What do you say?
Remember that time she and Leo actually met?
Yeah.
That's probably when she figured out how to like combine her favorite things. And Leo was like, you figured it out too, huh? I see you. I see you, Greta.
Fun coupon! Yeah? A fun coupon!
She should be digging out the Swiss village that was just crushed by the melted glacier, and instead, she's fucking sailing.
I'm on a boat! I'm on a boat! Everybody look at me, cause I'm sailing on a boat!
Of course she's ignoring the Swiss village. It's in the mountains. How is she supposed to get there if she can't sail to it? Is there anything whiter than the world's most famous climate change activist who sails to everything? It's got to be the richest way to protest in the world. This is like playing polo for Palestine.
We should all get a house together and unite our tolerant views. Do it, dude. Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to lie, though. I respect her hustle. I will say that. She's just out sailing from one protest to the next. She's found a way to combine her interests, her two favorite things. That's not easy to do. They say to do that, and you'll never work a day in your life. There's a lot of protests you can combine your love of boating with, Greta. You can sail for the whales. You can paddleboard around Garbage Island. I think that would get a lot of clicks on TikTok. Are you for abortion, Greta? You can row for row.
Clever girl.
How about protesting the return of the word retard, which CNN just did a whole story about? Greta, you can protest this easily, But this time, I suggest you canoe for the retarded. Because sailing's a little too complicated. We're going to hell.
I'm retarded?